Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Jags are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Colts, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 21-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they... Face third down. Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold. And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently. Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Now, now look at 56.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now a handoff looking right. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Third down and 3.
Lucky 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Detroit! They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken in at the 1. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, the 20, and all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 69 yards.
Detroit! Leopard! All right, now, look at 56. Leopard! Gone! Leopard!
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 47-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue Niners. Blue Niners.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 15. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39.
And now here's a carry heading left. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down following the run. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 10-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. He'll look to throw. And takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, spinning away. And he is knocked down from the side. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now. No. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. And he comes back with one complete. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. Give him 30 yards there. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the wideout in motion. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got room. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
The Colts on third down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
No, Jack, Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 30, Leopard! Leopard! Over! Check 50. Here we go now! Boom! Underfoot! Over! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Gun!
They come out here in the eye.
Over! Gun! Fine now, look at 56. Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hey, look, 3. Set. Blue landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here.
All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Leopard. That's good.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jags, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.